Some children grow up playing with toys, others grow up learning how to survive. I was somewhere in between, but leaning very strongly towards survival. Hi ladies, welcome to the Whole Ladies series. My name is Adeze Kalu and this is a space where we have real honest conversations about healing, growth and becoming the woman you were always meant to be. If you are new here, you're welcome, and if you have not been part of this journey already, I am glad you are here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and join this community, because we are not just watching videos here, we are growing together. Now, before we go deeper into the conversations on this channel, I will want to share something personal with you. Not every detail, but enough for you to understand where this journey began. I grew up in an environment that was unstable. There was a lot of brokenness in my family structure, and as a child, that kind of instability doesn't just happen around you. It settles within you. Life felt uncertain more often than it felt settled. There wasn't always a sense of emotional safety or predictability. And as a child, when your environment is constantly shifting, something inside of you is always trying to adjust, always trying to stay alert, always trying to make sense of what is happening. There were a lot of inconsistencies around me, which meant constantly starting over. And as a child, that can be very confusing. Just when you begin to feel comfortable, just when you start to feel seen, everything changes again. And over time, that does something to you. You begin to live in a quiet state of uncertainty. You begin to hold back a little. You learn how to adapt quickly and not always deeply. And the truth is, as a child, you don't sit down and say, this is affecting me. You just keep going. You learn how to adjust. You learn how to observe. You learn how to stay strong. And somewhere in the middle of all that, responsibility found me early. As the eldest, of 6 children, I stepped into roles I didn't even realize were heavy at that time. I helped care for my siblings. There were moments when I had to take on responsibilities that felt bigger than my age. Making sure everyone was okay, trying to hold things together in the best way I knew how, trying to keep peace, trying to keep things from falling apart, trying to be calm even when I didn't feel calm inside. And in the middle of all this, there were moments in my childhood that left deep imprints on me, which I'll be sharing as we continue on this journey in the Old Ladies series. So at that point in my life, I didn't fully understand them, but I felt the fear. That fear stayed with me for a long time. Moments like that, they don't just pass. They leave something behind. And when I look back now, I realized something important. I was a child carrying responsibilities and experiences that required emotional strength that I hadn't even developed at that time. But then it felt normal. Even in our society, it felt normal. It became normal to be the strong one, the responsible one, the one who adjusts. There were also many moments in my childhood that were intense and difficult to process. Moments that felt confusing, moments that felt overwhelming, moments that felt, that left lasting impressions in my heart that I didn't understand at that time. I didn't always have the words to explain what I was feeling, but I felt it and I carried it. And like many people, life didn't stop. Expectations continues. Life continues. Life kept moving. From the outside, everybody or everything looked fine, but inside, something was building. I was learning how to function before I learned how to feel. I was learning how to survive before I learned how to process. I was becoming strong, but not necessarily becoming whole. And I didn't know it then. But those early experiences were shaping how I would later see myself respond to life and relate to people later on in life. Looking back now, I can say this clearly. When you grow up in instability, you don't always realize how much it affects you until later. Until you notice your reactions, your patterns, your emotional responses, until you realize that some parts of you were formed in survival mode. And that was just the beginning of my journey. By the time my childhood should have been unfolding, life had already begun teaching me lessons about survival and resilience. And I didn't yet know it. But those lessons would shape the woman I was becoming. And if there's one thing I would want you to remember is this: no matter where your story started, no matter what you have had to carry, wholeness is your birthright. Until next time, in the episode 2 of my story, keep growing, keep healing, and keep becoming the whole lady you were always meant to be.